Welcome back. In this segment, we'll talk about how to work with clouds. Clouds are just like shadows, very difficult to deal with in working with any image in any situations. Here in Google Earth Engine, we can work with already developed algorithm to remove clouds for a better quality image. Let's get right to it. So here, as you can see, this is an example that use a Landsat image to detect where the clouds are and also remove those clouds. We start by looking at line 5, where we import a Landsat 5 image, and I have already input the image ID there, so you don't need to look for it in this example. Then 6 and 7 is simply just displaying this image for us to look at it. On line 11 is actually where the cloud detection and removal happens. And lucky for you, for Landsat, we have a function that's called EE algorithms, Landsat simple cloud score, as I highlighted here. So that function is developed by Google Earth Engine to detect any clouds in any Landsat pixels. And the outcome of that is a value that is between 0 to 100. And if it is close to 100, it means it's 100% cloud in that pixel. And when we move onward to line 15 and 16, this is where I show you an example of removing those cloud pixels based on the values of the probability as it was produced on line 11. And I will show you in a second what that looks like. The reason why I'm showing you this 50 and 30 is I want to show you using different threshold, you will get different outcomes based on the cloud score. And from line 19 to 22, this should not be new to you. If you watched previous videos, this is simply just displaying and masking the clouds inside the Landsat image for us to look at and compare results. And here we named the image that removed cloud by the cloud score of 50 as mask 50. So that's what I'm highlighting there. And we also named the image that removed all the cloud score of below 30 cloud score for showing us the Landsat image when applying this mask. So let's run it and we'll see what it looks like. As I drag out the screen here, I'm going to zoom in. So as you can see, there are 3 different layers that's showing inside this map, as you can see on the screen there. The first one is called TOA, which is the original image, and then the other 2 were applied cloud removal mask layers. So let's see what the original image looks like. The original image looks like that, and if we want to look at the details of our cloud removal, let's just zoom in onto an area that has some clouds. Let's say somewhere near the Adirondacks here. So as you can see, the clouds are very clearly showing in this original Landsat image there. And when we remove the clouds, let's see, when we apply for the 30 threshold, this is what it looks like. So if we just Zooming in on this cloudy region here. Now you'll be able to see the clouds were removed from the original image at the threshold of 30. And theoretically, a range of 50 should give us less pixels that were removed. So let's just take a look at the effect of that. And if we compare the 30 and 50, I'm just gonna toggle on and off real quick. You'll be able to see some of this region right here. If you can focus on this region, you'll be able to see when I toggle on and off, there are clouds in that region which are not very clear in terms of if they are clouds or not. But when you raise the threshold of 50, as we are showing here when I turn this off, you'll see these clouds remains at a threshold of 50. But when we raise the threshold at 30, these reddish clouds, if you will, disappears. And this is simply just showing you an example of when you raise the cloud score, you will be getting much less clouds. But of course, those pixels could be clouds, could be other pixels that you probably want. So the threshold, again, is a parameter that you want to change and modify for your own specific case. So this is the first approach you can work with clouds. And the second approach, I am just going to talk about it real quick. The second approach is basically what I have showed you in the video 6, where we filter the image collection and there are cloud score attached to each image in that image collection. And if we sort the cloud score of each individual image, we can be able to get an image that has the least amount of clouds. And in other words, you will get a low cloud score. So that's another way you can get an image that has the least amount of clouds in it. So this is basically how you can work with clouds. And in the next segment, we will talk about the working with different types of digital image processing. And I hope to see you there. Thank you.